NFL previews. Can't believe it, but here we are. It's also big week for fantasy playoffs. Everyone is in playoff mode now. We're going to go through the games a little differently today. We're going to do the big game previews, and we'll also provide our picks for the other games.
Yes.
Full disclosure, and Bobby's not going to like this. I gained 2 games on him last week, and we've now been tied up.
We're all tied up.
We're going into the final stretch of the
Listen,
season.
Now this is where I take over.
It's about to get real. We'll see.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it's gonna be a little different because on week 15 we have a bye week, so week 3 weeks left of picks for us.
We will not be around next week. We have a big week coming up, don't we, Jules?
Yes, we do. We'll get to that more later.
We'll get it later, but let's get.
That's on our next show.
Yep. But let's get to it.
So NFL big games, week 14.
We're going to start with.
Do we do Cowboys Bears? I don't want to get much into this really.
No. We can give our picks.
Bears are home. Cowboys are a 3-point favorite. Over-runs are 42.5. What do you think?
I'm going to go with Dallas on this, and I don't know why I'm doing this, but I just got a feeling that they're going to really, you know what, they're going to get back on track this week against Mitch Trubisky. Come on, it's Mitch Trubisky. I'm going to go with 31-28.
You know what, yeah, I was thinking about doing Bears because Cowboys haven't been playing well,
right.
But you know what? Look, the Cowboys actually still have something to fight for in the NFC East.
Yeah.
The Bears really have nothing to play for. Even if they somehow win out, which they won't, obviously, they're not going anywhere. Let's be realistic with this.
Absolutely not.
So I'm going to take the Cowboys as well. I think it's going to be an ugly football game. I think your score's a touch high. I got 20-17 Cowboys.
Okay.
I think it'll be
so you agree it's a 3-point game?
I think it's a close game. All right, Redskins, Packers, we're not even going to entertain this. This is an easy victory for the Packers. Packers 30, Redskins 7.
Packers all day. Devontae Adams, big day. Aaron Jones too. 33-6. 2 field goals.
Okay. Panthers, Falcons. At this point, I don't even know who to pick in this one. It's such a hard game to pick. The Panthers just fired their coach. The Falcons are 3-9 at home. You know what? I'm going to go Carolina here. I don't know what's up with Julio. It doesn't make me feel good at all for the Falcons. They just fired their coach, so there's going to be some motivation. You know, whenever a coach gets fired, the whole organization's under evaluation. You never know what's going to happen. So I think they'll play with their hats on fire. Falcons, I think, have nailed it in basically. So I'll say Panthers 24, Falcons 20.
I agree with everything you said about the Panthers. You know, the whole organization is under observation. But I'm going to go with the Falcons on this one. I think they need I think they need a win.
There's a difference.
Dan Quinn needs a win. They're going up against interim head coach. So I'm gonna go with 24-17.
Well, we'll see. I hope Julio plays. That's really the only thing I'm looking for in that game. Mm-hmm. So that's big for fantasy playoff implications also.
Yeah.
Lions and Vikings, and this one I'm not entertaining either. The Vikings are gonna win this one. This should be a laugher. Vikings 27, Lions 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on this one. With Dalvin Cook, they said he's gonna be okay. I expect Thielen to be back. And the offense is
I would rest him another week, honestly.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, but they definitely need him out there, definitely. But against the Lions, you never know, division team. But with that being said, I'm going with the Vikings. I'm going to go 30-20.
All right, so let's get to a fun game. Here we go. This one will actually break down as a fun
Let's do it.
We got to liven this up a bit. So 49ers Saints, 10-2. This, well, I guess not a battle for the 1 seed anymore. Although I guess it could be in theory.
This is one of the
games of the week.
In my opinion, the best game of the week. Saints. This could be the NFC Championship game. This has potential to be an NFC Championship game.
Very well could be.
So here's what I see with this game. Both teams are both offensive juggernauts. You got Drew Brees playing well, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, arguably the most productive wide receiver in the NFL right now.
For sure.
And their defense is starting to play a lot better, going up against the San Francisco 49ers. And their number 2 ranked defense, they just know how to make plays. And their offense, which is one of the best in football, their running game is second to none. And I think that's going to be a problem for the Saints. It's going to be high scoring. You're going to see a lot of points on the board. I'm going to tell you this. I think Drew Brees will struggle a little bit, but Michael Thomas is going to carve them apart. Here's what I think. I think Michael Thomas is going to, again, get 10 catches and over 100 yards, in my opinion, even though he'll be covered by Richard Sherman. I think that they're going to limit Alvin Kamara. I think they're going to focus on him. So get rid of those checkdowns and force Drew Brees to beat them down the field. 49ers are going to – I think that the defense of the Saints is very, very good. Their front seven is good. Cam Jordan and the boys, they're going to try to get after Jimmy Garoppolo, make him force him to beat them throwing the ball, because you've seen when the going gets tough, he sometimes crumbles.
Right.
With that being said, I expect this running game, it's going to be a tall order for the Saints defense to stop this running game, especially if Burrito's going to play. And Mostert, what a game he had last week against the Ravens.
Coleman
you still got Coleman. You still got the other guy.
Wilson.
Yep. Whoever they throw out there to run the ball. You throw in Kyle Juszczyk, too, at fullback position, run the ball.
Shit, I'll come out of retirement and run the ball.
Let's do it. Absolutely. Great offensive line. With this game, you're going to call me crazy. I'm going with San Fran on this one. I'm a big believer in the 49ers. I think they're a very good team. I think Kyle Shanahan, I'm not a big fan of him, but I think he's done. I think him and John Lynch have really changed this team for the long haul and for the better. I'm going to go with them winning 38-35.
Wow, you got a barn burner.
And you ready for this? Jimmy Garoppolo leads them down for a game-winning touchdown drive.
All right,
I have spoken.
Yeah, you said quite a bit there. So I'm going to try to lay down the tail of the tape a little bit. 49ers second in offense in the league with 29 points a game. Saints are ninth in offense, around 25 points a game. Look at the rushing attacks. The 49ers are second in the NFL running the football. Like you said, this team runs it at will down people's throats. They do not stop. They're relentless. 150 yards on the ground per game. New Orleans just 107. I'm surprised with Kamara that low running the ball, honestly. Yeah. I would think they would be a little bit higher than that. And then we look at the passing offenses, and we just got to see what's going on with this right here. And we see that the Saints are ranked 9th with 254 yards a game. San Francisco 16th at 230. That's around what I would expect for them. They're a middle-of-the-pack team when it comes to the passing attack. Really gets led by the rushing attack for the most part. And then we look at the opponent's yards per game on defense. San Francisco is actually under you guys with yards per game with 250.
Yeah. Both defenses are very good on defense.
And the Saints are 10th with 323, so they're doing okay.
2 top-ranked defenses, yeah.
Yep, and then we look at the rush defenses. This is what I really want to see, because this is where the game can really be decided.
Absolutely.
Here. So the Saints are 3rd against the run, and this bodes well for them. 88 yards a game, and just based off that stat alone, I was leaning Saints anyway. I'm going to go with the Saints.
Of course.
Down in the Big Easy. I think the Saints get it done, and I think it's going to be a little lower scoring than you have, because the defenses are very capable of playing. I mean, the offenses are great on both teams. There's no question about that.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say Saints 27, 49ers 24. I think that's a push in terms of the spread, because the spread's around 3 points right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm thinking there. And I also want to see the pass defenses before we fully move on. We'll give everyone the full scope here. So passing yards per game, let's see. Okay. We got the, let me see. Someone's really low down here. Let me see. New Orleans 17th with 234. Mm-hmm. And San Francisco is first with just 134 again.
Okay.
Damn, this is going to be some show. You see.
Hold on 1 second. They're
first. The 49ers don't give up nothing through the air.
Okay. Yeah, they don't.
Yards a game. Oh my God, crazy! But this is going to be a great one to watch. I think it's one of the best games of the week, and I'm really looking forward to. Actually, I won't be able to watch it. I won't be able to see one play this game. But it's going to be a great one regardless. But all right, we got to break this up a touch. Colts and Bucks. I'm really not going to talk much about this game.
No.
These are two teams. I mean, Colts need a win to keep their season alive, so I'm going to say they get it done in the pirate ship. I think the Colts get the dub. 20. I'll say it's going to be close. I think 23-21 Colts get it done.
Yeah, we don't really need to get much into it. You're absolutely right, brother. I think the Colts get the win down in Tampa. I'm going to go with 27-22. Very unorthodox score, but I just the Tampa Bay is just too inconsistent, and the Colts are fighting for their life to try to get into the playoffs, so they're going to get this victory.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. So Browns and Bengals, we're not going to say much about this at all.
Oh.
Except for the fact the Browns will win this game. The Bengals only beat the Jets. Watch them go 1-15. I would not be surprised. That's how embarrassing we are. Browns are technically still alive, but barely breathing, so I think they'll show up in this one. They're on literal life support. One more loss will finish them.
We'll pull the plug.
So Browns 24, Bengals 17.
I think the Browns get going. I think they need to get Odell Beckham going. He's starting to get frustrated.
10 to 12 games under 100 yards for Beckham.
That's unheard of. They're
bad.
They're not using them well.
Really
and he's definitely frustrated. We'll monitor that in the offseason if he's going to try to force his way out of there.
Yeah, I saw all these mock trades with Jets and Browns and all this crazy stuff. I'm not going to entertain any of that nonsense right now. That's all.
Same with New England. We would love to have him.
Oh, God, I would want to see that.
But with that being said, Browns win this game. I'm going to go with 27-13.
Yeah, I think they'll get it done. Jets, Dolphins, oh God. This is sad even for me to break down at this point, but we'll do a little breakdown for the Jet faithful out there, but nothing too extensive here. Sorry, guys, my energy's been sapped. Adam Gase has taken over, and he sucked the life out of his football team and out of all the good players we have. So we're 4-8. Dolphins are 3-9. I don't know. We're a 5.5-point favorite, which I think is high at this point, to be honest. I can see this being a very close and ugly game. Thankfully, I won't be able to watch this at all, so I'm not going to be too upset about that. And I think the tank is back on, honestly. I want to bottom out, go 4-12. I want Gase fired. I think that's the best way to get Gase fired. If you go, let's just talk quickly. If you go 0-6 in the division, you lose 2 games to the Dolphins, who were tanking before the season started, and you lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. Le'Veon Bell, your best player, looks absolutely lost, and you don't use him right. How in the world do you not get fired if all that stuff takes place?
You got to get fired. You don't win in the division. You're brought here to get wins in the division, and obviously you're going up in a division where it's been dominated by the Patriots. It's just not going to – you need to go. He's shown nothing, any improvement. He's shown nothing. Absolutely nothing. He needs to go. He definitely needs to go. But with this game, I'll tell you what, he's going up against his old team, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say the Jets get this win at home. The Jets get this win. They're going to win this game. I'm going to go 23-20, and I will say this. I will say that Sam Darnold has a good game, and Le'Veon Bell they get him going this game.
You know what? I hope so, but I'm going to go the other way, and whenever I do this, the Jets win, so I'm pretty much giving us a win, which I don't even want to do at this point, but Dolphins get this dub. Adams might not play. That's big, brother.
Yeah, he might not play because of his ankle. Yeah.
I think he's out, honestly.
That's a big loss, especially just before I got an alert that you guys officially put C.J. Mosley on IR.
Thank God. That was the right move to make. They were holding out hope if we had the 6-7 scenario against Baltimore, but at least we're smart enough to not risk him anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him back for next year. It is what it is at this point. This season's lost.
Yeah.
I just think Fitzpatrick has our number, honestly. He played well the first time out. I think the Dolphins have confidence. They're winning games, and honestly, wow, the Dolphins' leading rusher has 135 yards. Is that even real? How is that even possible? I mean, they traded Drake, but what?
It's disgusting.
I've never seen anything like that before. Kalen Ballage, and he averages under 2 yards a carry. Oh my God.
That's terrible.
Okay, yeah. And I think for the Jets, I would look for Robbie Anderson to keep it rolling. He's been playing well. Le'Veon, I hope so, man. I really want to see him play well, win or lose.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, yeah, that's all I have for that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough one, Jet fans. Buckle up. Broncos and Texans. Broncos 4-8. Texans 8-4. And I'm not going to get into this one much. This is pretty self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure you agree with me, too.
Agreed.
Texans are going to get this dub, 34. Broncos will get 14.
Agreed.
Maybe.
What I saw on defense for the Texans against the Patriots, unfortunately, they found a new pass rusher, and that guy Martin they got in the trade from Jadeveon Clowney to the Seahawks. I expect the Texans to play well on defense again. I expect the offense to just keep rolling. The Broncos have nobody to cover DeAndre Hopkins. It's going to be a rough day. 35-18. Broncos.
You know what? Yeah, that seems about right to me. All right, so the last game in the 1 o'clock window, in this case, a juicy one. We got to get into this one. Ravens and Bills. This is box office right here. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Buffalo Bills have become box office right before our eyes.
Yes, they have.
They took care of the Cowboys, embarrassed them on national television. And now the Ravens have to travel to Bills Mafia, which can be a shit show. Actually, it will be. I guarantee that. I promise people will be going through tables. That place is going to be rowdy. And Lamar Jackson has shown he can win in any environment. He's going to have to show it again here. Ravens are a 5.5-point favorite, and I think that number is too high. I think the Bills cover the spread, but I'm not going to say they win. I'll give the Ravens the dub, but very cautiously I'll be doing this. I'm going to shock you with this one. Ravens 21, Bills 20. I think it's that close. These teams are mirrors to each other, honestly, in a lot of ways, except for the fact that Lamar Jackson can throw the ball much better than Allen, I would say.
More accurately.
And he runs it better, too. But do not let Allen fool you. He will take off on you in a minute. So the Ravens better contain that. And I think it's going to be an exciting matchup. I really do. It's going to come down to the wire. Singletary's been playing great for the Bills. Obviously, the Ravens got the attack with Ingram, and they got Edwards. They even use Hill once in a while. Singletary's been a godsend for this team, though, 5.6 yards a carry. And then you got Mark Andrews, who's still playing well. Leads the team with 7 touchdowns. Hollywood Brown has 6 touchdowns. And there's Willie Snead, Hayden Hurst that show up once in a while. And then for the Bills, you got John Brown, who's still been having a great season. He's been closing in at 1,000 yards, 882. And he has 5 touchdowns. Cole Beasley, 635 and 5 touchdowns. They got Knox. Of course, they got our buddy Sweeney, they got Croft, they got all the tight ends going. So it's going to be a tough matchup. These defenses are both very good and very physical. The quarterbacks will be under duress often. I think you'll see them break the pocket for runs, but you're also going to see, I can see a lot of sacks from both teams.
Yeah, it's going to be blockbusters. Definitely everyone's going to want to cue into this one. Both evenly matched. It's going to come down to the wire in both running games, and it all comes down to how Sean McDermott game plans to stop Lamar Jackson from taking off in the pocket. He used to be the D coordinator of the Panthers, so he went up in practice. He went up against a quarterback just like this. I mean, not as fast as Lamar Jackson, but Cam definitely gave them a great look, and I think Josh Allen gives them a very good, not the best look, but a very similar look to what they're going to get. But with this game, I expect it to be close as well. This is a game where both teams are going to hit you in the mouth, and you got to get. It's all about getting up. Here's the one thing, the matchup I want to see. I want to see how the linebackers, Edmonds and Milano for the Bills, go up against the running Mark Ingram, stopping Mark Ingram. Because if you stop him, if you stop the run against the Ravens, that's one dimension. You're going to make them one-dimensional. Right. And then if you got to hit, I can't stress this enough. You have to hit Lamar Jackson. When you can't, you got to wrap him up and bring him down. He's very quick. He has these moves, very athletic to get out of the way. You cannot let him take over this game if you want to win this game with Buffalo. But in this game, it's easier said than done. I'm going with Buffalo to win this one, unfortunately.
Damn.
I'm going to go. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm going with the Ravens to win this one. Sorry. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going with the Ravens to win this game.
Wow. Definitely. I was about to say.
The Ravens,
watch Buffalo win now, too.
Yeah, easier said than done. But I'm going to go with this. It is going to be, I'm going to go with 26-23. And I'm going to say this, Justin Tucker gets another game winner.
Wow, that would be some story.
Yep.
Baltimore is first in offense, and they're first in running the football. The Bills are 19th in offensive scoring, and running the football, the Bills rank very highly. I'm trying to see exactly where. Jesus. Where did this go? All right. I know I'm going to take a guess before I even look at it at the top 10. Let's see if I'm right. I am right. They're 5th, 137 yards a game. So that's the tail of the tape when it comes to that. I want to see how these defenses play, too, with the points per game. Buffalo 3rd, 15.7, and Baltimore 18.2, ranks 5th. So, yeah, these two are like mirrors of each other, honestly. So let's take a commercial break, and then we're going to do your game, Patriots, Chiefs. Then we have the big game between Rams and Seahawks, and the rest of them we'll go through briefly.